Web design is evolving fast, and if you want your designs to stand out this year, you need to stay up to date with what's coming. Today, I'm breaking down top 5 design trends that will shape how websites look, feel, and function this year and into the future. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Odisa, and I'm a web designer. I help entrepreneurs optimize their websites for better conversions. I've also been making videos on this channel about design, strategy, and no-code tools. So if that's something that you're into, then you're in the right place. So some of these trends might completely change the way that you design websites. And one of them is something that you probably see every day without realizing how powerful it is. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know which trends to pay attention to and how to take advantage of them. Now, the first trend that we're going to look into is the scrolling design. The thing is that scrolling isn't just for navigation anymore, it's an experience. Websites are using parallax effects, animations, and dynamic content to make scrolling much more engaging. Take a look at this website, for example. Minimal Goods is a website that takes a good advantage of the scrolling design. Now, if we scroll down to this website, so we can see how this text, Minimal Goods, goes down into the logo and becomes part of the logo section. Now, you get to see the menu at the top of the screen, Article Shop Summit, and then you have the Minimal Goods as a logo, and then also it has the trademark at the right hand side of it. And then we keep scrolling, we keep seeing certain animations keep moving, and things keep evolving as the page goes down. Now we get to see a whole lot of parallax effects and color changes as well with these effects. So as the more you scroll down, the more the background images move at a different speed than the foreground. Now this creates a sense of depth and makes the page fully immersive. Also, the scrolling design also helps with dynamic content reveal. Now, it allows text and images to fade as you scroll, making the content feel more interactive. Now, this approach works especially well for product storytelling, basically. And then again, making content more digestible, which breaks long-form content. Now, instead of overwhelming users with large text blocks, scrolling gradually introduces information. Now, this makes complex topics easier to absorb. Also, it improves mobile experience. Now, this is the website, the desktop version of it. Also improves the mobile version as well, and decreases bounce rate because it encourages curiosity. So the more you scroll, the more you see changes on the page, and then the more users want to keep being engaged and interact with the website. Now this increases the time spent on the website and reduces bounce rates as well. So instead of navigating multiple pages, the users experience a smooth flow of content. Now this makes websites feel more like a guided tour. Now the second design trend that we're going to look into is the micro interaction. Now these are the small details that you have on the website which ultimately results in bigger impact. Just like this website that we're currently looking at. Now you can see that when I hover on the screen with the mouse, you can see some sort of like a small circle bulb moving around with the mouse as well. And this is some sort of like, makes it like a playful kind of design. Also, when you look at the button has its own animations and it moves around as well. Now, these are micro interactions that, changes how designs are, how the trend of designs this year are moving forward. And then as we scroll down, we also see hover effects, and ultimately scroll-based animations guides users' action. Now, elements appear as users scroll, drawing attention to key content. Now, this keeps users engaged and encourages deeper exploration of the pages, just like you're seeing here. And also, when you interact with different elements, you can see that when I click on the button, the bulb gets bigger, and then when I remove it from a button, it gets smaller. And then, it has some sort of like directions to actions that you need to take on that particular website. So this is actually a very cool trend. The third trend I'm going to talk about is the Bento grid. Now, this allows for organized asymmetrical layouts. It helps websites, or it helps designers to be able to organize content in blocks, dividing information cleanly. Now, elements appear as users scroll, drawing attention to key content. This keeps the user engaged and encourages deeper exploration of the page. Just like you can see here, you can navigate with this and interact with this particular element within this box. Also, it reduces clutter. Now, you don't have a lot of elements on the screen. It helps you to stay more organized by arranging content in a structured way, which prevents, the users being overwhelmed. Now, this is especially useful for dashboard-based websites. Another thing that it does is that improves navigation with flexible layouts. Bento Grid adapts well to different screen sizes without breaking the individual designs. Now, this ensures a consistent experience across devices. Also, helps to focus on key actions as well. Now, larger tiles highlight the most important features or content. Now, this subtle guides users towards what matters most. Just like you can see on this. Now, this button, I can interact with this. I can also interact with this button within this box. The Bento Grid is perfect for dashboard and landing pages. Now, this is good for software as a service. So if you have a software as a service product, this is particularly good for it, and also works well with e-com businesses as well, as online stores can use it to showcase featured categories in an engaging way. This makes shopping experience much more interactive. Now, the next trend that we're going to look at is the dark and light mode. The thing with the dark and light mode is that it enhances readability and comfort without straining the eyes. Users can adapt your website to the settings of their phone. Take this website for an example. You can see that it has a toggle on at the top right of the screen, and then some sort of interactions as well. Now, if we scroll down, you can see that everything is, in the light version of it. And as you scroll down, you see different elements moving, different moving parts as well. Now, when we decide to toggle the light and dark mode toggle on, this is what happens to the screen. Now you can see that everything becomes dark. The text that were once dark in color are now lighter in color as well, with the whole background being dark, and every other color changes as well. So you can see that this trend is quite helpful because it reduces eye strain. Now, dark mode is easier on the eyes, especially in low light settings. It's particularly useful for the users who browse at night. Now, this also improves contrast. Text and images are out more clearly in the dark. This is great for showcasing high quality visuals, just like product images. It gives users more control. As the toggle at the top right, text and images stand out more clearly in the dark. This is a great way for showcasing high quality visuals like product pages. Now, also adapts color schemes. Some websites automatically adapt UI color based on system settings. Now, this ensures consistency across all devices. Dark mode also helps with aesthetics and performance benefits. It makes your website become modern and sleek. With dark mode, it gives website a futuristic, high-end feel. Many luxury and tech brands are embracing this particular design. Also, helps you save screen energy. Now, dark pixels require less power, improving live battery. This makes dark mode a more functional and stylish choice for mobile users. Now, the next one that we're going to look at is the chat box design. Now, a lot of businesses are incorporating chat boxes into their businesses. Now, this helps for a much more enhanced customer servicing. Also, it is being powered by AI as well, so that businesses or users can interact without the owner of the website being there to answer hands-on to answer these questions. So the chat boxes are basically preloaded with a lot of questions, potential questions from users, and then they get to answer those questions with the help of AI tools added to them. Now, a perfect example is this Hever website, which is an e-commerce website. If you look at this, if we pop up the chat feature on, now we get to see where we can ask a question, and it says, the AI text says, how can I help you today? Now, if I can text, what products do you guys sell? Let's first of all ask this question. Now you can see that the AI agent is automatically giving us information about what products that this particular website sells or offers. Now I can, narrow it down to say, where is my orders? So let's say I'm a customer that's already made an order on this store, but I haven't received my order, and I come in and I type this will be very, very helpful. Now it gives me, like I said, it has preloaded information, and it gives me and directs me on how I can get my questions answered. So for example, I'm asking where my orders are. So it's also going to direct me either to a membership platform where I get to log in and check every other information that I might be looking for. And this makes things much, much easier. And that's how helpful chatbox design can be for your website. So these are the top 5 trending websites to watch out for this year. From micro interactions moving websites to feel more alive, to chatbots revolutionizing customer engagements. These trends are all about creating a smoother, smarter, and more personalized experience for users. So if you're a designer, developer, or a business owner, keeping up with these changes will practically keep you ahead of the curve and build websites that truly stand out. Now, if you're interested in growing your web design business, I've got 2 videos you should check out next. So if you're wondering how to attract clients on Instagram, or you're still trying to figure out what niche you should focus on, watch these videos right here as I share my journeys to help you make the right choices. So don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date to feature videos in this channel. So I'll see you in these videos.